Hello everyone! Today we're taking you back to 2022 when we traveled to Nepal. Nepal. That was the second country right after Turkey on our 2-year trip around the world. One of those faces was our Airbnb host, who on the first evening invited us over to his family place, where we got to meet so many nice people and got to enjoy very, very delicious Nepalese food. Kathmandu, the capital of the country, was as expected, bustling with people, prayer flags everywhere, the ever-present scent of incense, but a lot of friendly faces that we encountered in this city. We've spent about 3 days in Kathmandu until we've decided to travel to the west of the country, all the way to Pokhara. Technically, you could take a flight from Kathmandu to Pokhara, which would take about 20 minutes, but we decided to take the scenic overland route by bus, which should usually take about 7 hours, but that's only in theory. Yeah, one important thing that we hadn't really taken into account that it was actually the end of the rainy season in Nepal with heavy rainfalls, and the road was in a very, very bad state. So what should have been 7 hours stretched to 14 hours due to landslides, slow trucks, potholes everywhere that caused the bus to go very, very slow. Now, many of you may think, how did you guys survive that trip of 14 hours with a toddler? But we've got to say, Zachary, he absolutely crushed it. There were no complaints, just quiet curiosity, snacks, and some occasional naps. We were really, really proud of him. At last, we rolled into that little town where we booked our Airbnb just a few minutes away from the town of Pokhara. We were super grateful that we got there in one piece, but also very tired and ready for bed. The next 3 days, we recharged our batteries, surrounded by nature with a glimpse on the Himalayas far in the distance, which were absolutely breathtaking to see them for the first time in our lives. relaxing and peaceful days in the green hills, we then decided to move into Pokhara. Sue did some research about possible hikes around in the area, and she actually managed to talk me into a 5-day hike at the foot of Annapurna. Ready to go? Our hike was called Poon Hill and would take us up to about only 3,200 meters above sea level. We hired a guide who would accompany us for the whole stretch, and we were ready to go. The hike itself was very beautiful. Creeks, lush forests, and high snow-covered peaks that we've never seen before in our entire life. It turned out to be quite challenging though, even though it was only 3,200 meters at its highest point. But carrying Zachary and most of our luggage in one backpack was quite some weight on my back. So at the end of each hiking day, we were quite exhausted, and the nights we would spend in very cozy huts, which were run by locals, who would also cook. And yeah, that food was much appreciated at the end of every hiking day. After those 5 days, we were tired, but very grateful for all the impressions and things we've seen on our hike. We will soon release another 2 videos about local life in Nepal. Sue went out a couple of times and caught some moments in the life of the Nepalese native community in different places. Well, we thank you so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.